before the reveal meeting on Saturday afternoon, late afternoon, early evening actually, is the new two-tone big rides. Pretty nice looking. Indian since 1901. Very cool. Well, we're inside behind the scenes at the Indian Media event Saturday evening. Very cool of them to invite Joe Pal Cadillac Joe D. I guess I finally arrived, huh? It only took 35 years. Pretty cool though. Wall of Death. All kinds of interviews going on. It's gonna be a pretty big deal from the looks of it. We got the Wall of Death, got the old, then we got the new, the Roadmaster. Pretty nice looking piece.
Great evening, but my name's Scott Wine, Chairman and CEO of Claris. Pretty darn sure I've got the best job in the world. Tonight, we're excited to be back a year after unveiling the Indian brand, bringing it back to life, and I think it's been a wonderful year what Steve Minetto and his team have done. Many bikes on the road, many smiling faces. We've got almost 10 times more dealers than we had a year ago. But what we're about to unveil tonight is really a step function change in the momentum of our business, and such a rich history with this Indian brand. I could not possibly be more excited. So with that, let the show begin.
There were bikers riding the Wall of Death. These were America's first extreme athletes. They not only rode on this 15-foot vertical wall, they entertained on it. Riders performed daring acrobatic maneuvers, tricks and stunts of every kind, exhibiting unprecedented balance and control. The Wall of Death became a phenomenon, as did the motorcycle chosen to go up against it, Indian Scout. Scout's design was innovative, its craftsmanship far ahead of its time, its performance like nothing else. Scout gained fame in hill climbs, flat track, land speed, and endurance racing. His reputation went global, as Scout served with distinction on the battlefields of World War II. No matter how far Scout traveled, it never stopped running circles around other motorcycles on the Wall of Death. To the crowd, the bike on the wall could be anything. To riders, Indian Scout became the bike all others were measured against, on and off the wall. Now, that singular, masterful example of American craftsmanship is returning. Once again, the product of forward thinking, true to its heritage of innovation, ready to bring legendary balance and control to the open road. The new 2015 Indian Scout. The new Indian Scout respects its heritage while boldly advancing rider expectations of a mid-size bike. Scout is masterfully engineered and easy to ride. It's light, low, and extremely well balanced. New and experienced bikers feel intuitively connected to Scout. Its sure-footed maneuverability inspires confidence and control. A closer look reveals rich attention to detail. It carries the same forward-leaning lines as the first Scout. Even at rest, it begs to be released. Scout has a raw, unpretentious beauty. Its vibe is powerful. Its lines, historic. Its solo tanned leather seat is signature Indian. And Scout sets a new standard for performance. With 6 speeds and 100 horsepower from a liquid-cooled 1133cc engine, it easily pulls away from others in its class. And at a price under $11,000, other mid-size bikes have a long way to go to catch the new Indian Scout.
That'll be a home
Sometimes
run.
you ride for the
That'll
crowd.
be a good one.
Sometimes your own approval is all that really matters. We built Scout in a new century to celebrate a legendary machine. To reclaim the manual balance and control. Build a bike that rides like nothing else. That hard-earned reputation once again belongs to Indian Scout.
I want to welcome and thank you all for coming out and spending some time with us here tonight. What you see right here is the first time that a Scout has actually been launched in over 70 years. And it's just a phenomenal machine. We're excited to bring that to you. Scout really changed motorcycling back when it was original in the 20s. And really, today we believe that this bike is going to do the same thing in the industry, and we are thrilled to bring this to the riding public once again. And when you look at Scout, it is such a storied mid-sized bike. Think about how this bike played from Hollywood onto the major world wars, from racing to the Wall of Death. And since we launched Indian almost a year ago, there hasn't been a day that's gone by that someone hasn't said, when are we going to get an Indian Scout? Well, today's that day. And as you saw in the video, people who loved the original Scout loved it for many reasons. For its agility, its lightweight, its power, its balance. And when you get to know the Scout in 2015, they're going to be saying the same things about this. This bike befits the name of Scout. And we have to make sure that we recognize publicly the gang that really pulled this all together. So having Scout, if you think about what the design and engineering teams did over the last 30 months on bringing Scout to market, right on the heels of bringing our Chiefs to market under 27 months, what a phenomenal job that both our designers and engineers have done. I'd like to recognize Greg Brew, who's our Director of Industrial Design. Greg's around here somewhere. And also, there it is, and Rich Kristoff, who was the gentleman who actually was riding the bike. He was the designer of this bike. He did a phenomenal job for that. Their inspired designs that really brought Scout to life. Thanks a lot, guys. It's been a fantastic job on this. We also like to thank Gary Gray and Doug Seitz and the entire engineering team that have joined us here. They put in a lot of hard work, a lot of long weekends. They got a lot of shit with one eye about different things, but they also came through pretty good, and they've just done a phenomenal job on making the Scout what it is today. So it's a fantastic bike. We're excited, extremely excited about the future of Indian motorcycles. The Scout allows us to bring in more riders into the brand around the world, and we know that we're going to be growing our business and the fanfare with the Indian motorcycle brand. So, thanks again for coming, and now we're going to walk over to the world famous Wall of Death and see a Scout actually in action. Thanks again, everybody.